What's up, guys? Alex here with our next video update. What's today's video going to be about? Well, what's the title? Men lacking social skills in today's society. I'm seeing a lot of uh, I'm seeing a lot of men leaving the U.S. These guys are called passport bros, and for the most part, I support them. For the most part, keyword most part. However, however, if you're very socially awkward, if you don't have your shit together, right? The way your fitness is, the way you take care of yourself, your conversation skills. It doesn't matter where you can go to Antarctica, North Pole, South Pole, it doesn't matter. If you're socially awkward and lack basic social skills, you're going to be in big trouble. And I'm seeing this a lot, especially with the younger generation. And I think it's a couple of things. When I say younger, teens, like 20s, early 20s, late teens, right? The social media is getting out of control right now. I mean, you got these guys nonstop on their phone. They can't, like, if you see them out in public, I don't even think they're able to just have a normal interaction with someone else. It's just so hard for them now because they're just glued to their phone. Couple that with the COVID lockdowns as well, where people were just stuck in their house, just being goofy all day and just doing nothing, right? For hours and hours all day, nothing. So we're at an interesting time right now because I just saw this recent article saying that 40% of men in the last year, 40, not 4, 40% of men have not gone on a date, no sexual interaction, zilch. What are the implications of this? I see a couple of things happening. You're going to have obviously the population collapsing if this continues, which I think it's going to continue and I think it's going to grow. Also, too, I think you're going to see a spike in incel terrorism as well. Um, what you're seeing right now is you have the top. Well, it used to be the top 50% of men, right, would be able to get a woman. And then as time changed, then it's the top 40%, top 30, top 10, top 5. Now I think it's the top 5% have access to all the women. And it's shrinking, right? I think eventually it's going to be the top 1% only. So that leaves everyone else, all these other guys on the sidelines, right? Just kind of writing life out and just waiting it out. This One of the most important things as a person is just not just your fitness and your career and all that, which is at the forefront, by the way. Those two things are very, very important, and if not the most important two things, right? But if you're unable to just have a basic conversation skill with someone you meet, um, it's going to have a lot of awful implications later in life, not just in terms of dating or mating and all that, but I'm just saying in general when it comes to just meeting new friends, getting a job. So I used to be like this. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be socially awkward. I was very shy and introverted and nerdy and big old fat guy. So I changed quite a bit, and it's quite a transformation, even for myself. Like I'm a very honest and just very honest person with myself, and I saw my transformation. I'm like, wow, how did I go from one extreme to the other? Where I can walk into a room now with 500 people, not break a sweat, cold blooded, no problems at all. And here's how I did that. You're probably saying, Alex, well, how'd you do that? How'd you go from this to this? Right? Um, and it got to a point where I got so comfortably good and easy at this, right? Whether it's just meeting new people at a restaurant, um, bar, coffee shop. I don't really drink that much, but I like going to upscale restaurants and lounges for dinner. And you meet a lot of cool people, like-minded people in the business world, or just interesting people in general. Also, too, just anyways, here's where I'm going with this. What people need to do if you find yourself being in this like socially awkward, shy, introverted position and you want to start getting less awkward and working on your social skills, there's a couple ways to go about it, but I'm going to tell you just the two main things you need to do. First and foremost, you have to fix up your presentation of how you look. Okay? If you got all nasty looking yellow or brown teeth, or you got boogers hanging out and your beard's all dirty looking, clean that up. Okay? Um, you'll be honest with your fitness and how you look. And women will let you know as well, conversely, right? They'll let you know if they approve or not approve. But don't just do it for the women, do it for your own health as well, right? So once you get that all taken care of, that part's all fixed, right? And let's say you still have those issues, right? Because I've seen it before. I've seen a lot of like guys that are, muscles, good careers, dressing well, but they're still socially awkward and just very weird to be around, okay? So you can't really change someone's personality, but what you can change are habits, okay? And here's what we're going to do. When you do something over and over and over again, even if it scares the shit out of you, right? Like talking to a new person or approaching a hot woman, right? Or going up to the CEO of a company. If you know someone famous, you want to go talk to them directly. Because I've done this before. I've gone up to very, very wealthy people, like billionaires I've met, and asked them questions for my business that I wanted help with. And, I see these people on TV, they're famous, and other people I've met over the years, like, that are on TV quite a bit. But here's the thing. At first, once you get over that initial shock, right? Every time you do it, the shock lessens. That's that anxiety approach, that scare feeling approach, right? And the more you talk to people, just like anything, right? The smoother you get, the easier the flow gets. But you remember, you got to work on your personality as well. You want to be presentable. You want to be warm. You want to be genuine. You don't want to be awkward or fake or trying to force a conversation, right? What's the intention of the meeting or the approach? If it's just to have a normal conversation, that's okay too. Actually, that's what I actually recommend. If you do it in this regard, just talking to talk, you'd then be surprised what interest you have in common with these people. If there's anything in return that you could help each other with, maybe it's a business related thing or something like that, right? But I think a lot of guys and women, actually women too, but that'll be for another video because it's a different reason. But for men specifically, a lot of the younger men, this is a problem that I see with a lot of younger guys, and it's something that has to be addressed. But what I recommend you guys do is just start becoming an interesting person, okay? Start becoming an interesting person. Maybe you're get so good at whatever you're into, and maybe that's what you're kind of known for, so people can use you as that resource or that go-to guy in this subject, right? Or you have resources and people can say, wow, this guy has this and that going for him. Yeah, let's connect with this guy. Maybe he can then use our resources too. So we need to work on this and get better. So let me know what you guys think. Is this something you struggle with? Do you have a hard time meeting random people? Because I've been told, and I've had people, reach out to me for coaching, consulting, even though I teach mostly small business creation and how to run service businesses. I get a lot of people hitting me up for this as well. How to just go up to a complete stranger and just get into an hour-long conversation effortlessly. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. See you in the next video.